Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. I hope you guys are having an amazing day. So in today's video, you guys are going to be cleaning and refreshing my back patio. So I'd like to thank today's sponsors, Landguard, for sponsoring today's video. So I'm just trying to get everything cleaned off right here. I have a lot of cobwebs and spider webs on my back patio. So luckily for most of the part of the winter, it stayed pretty clean. Thank goodness to my pergola that I have here, because it just really keeps me from having to come out here and clean quite often now that my space is covered. So I'm just taking my broom and I'm just trying to get all of these cobwebs off and just dust all these old leaves and everything that I have here that culminated from the winter season. So you guys, I'm finally getting around to cleaning off my patio and getting it reset for spring or just for the 2024 season. So I've been so busy with planting everything out in my garden because it heats up down here really fast. So I try to get a lot of my heavy planting done in March and April before it starts getting really hot. Because like today, it's already going to be 90 degrees outside today. So I'm out here really early in the morning, 7 o'clock in the morning, trying to get this patio done before it starts to heat up. Now my patio stays pretty cool because it is covered now, so this pergola is awesome and just keeps a lot of that sun off of us, and we're able to enjoy it a lot more. But I did get behind with getting everything done this season because, like I said, I try to get all of my vegetables and everything planted before it heats up. But this Mother's Day, y'all, I hope y'all enjoy y'all Mother's Day weekend, because this Mother's Day, this weekend is Mother's Day. So I hope you all enjoy Mother's Day. I hope you guys take some time to relax and enjoy it, because sometimes as moms, we don't get enough time to relax. We're always on the go and always busy. So I'm definitely going to make some time this Mother's Day weekend to just enjoy the holiday and just relax. Well, I started off by sweeping this patio because there was a lot of the leaves and debris on there. Not as bad as it was before, but it's definitely had some leaves and debris on there. But sometimes this lavalier pergola has these gutter system on here, and sometimes you get leaves and debris that get caught up in the gutters too. So I have to take this blower and actually blow that off as well. So I'm going to take it and blow it, and then I'm going to re-blow the porch off since I done dropped everything on the patio again. Pergola was by a company called Domi, and it was a collaboration that I did with them a few years ago, and I absolutely am still loving this pergola. So if you're on the fence with getting one of these, I would definitely and highly recommend it, especially if you don't have a cover space like I didn't have in the past. But this one came with the bug netting and everything to kind of keep all those bugs off of you, which I think is awesome. It kind of keeps all of those flying bugs and everything off of your patio. That way you can enjoy it without getting bit by mosquitoes and all that stuff. One of my main goals this garden season was to replace my wooden garden beds with metal raised beds. So thank you to Landguard for sponsoring today's video. So Landguard is a company that sells garden supplies. They mainly sell raised beds, they sell some trellises, and they also sell other gardening equipment and everything. So they send me out 4 of their large raised metal beds, and these are definitely a game changer. The ones that I had in my space before were a lot shorter, and then they were wooden, so they begin to rot. So I love these because, like I said, they were metal. They're real easy to put together. It did take me about 35 minutes to put one of these metal beds together, so it does take some time. I didn't show the footage on the video because it would just make this video too long, but as you can see here, the edging is really smooth, so you don't have to worry about cutting yourself. It just looks really nice. And then these are very deep beds. I think I got mine, they are 2 feet by 6 feet, so these are perfect for my small space. And then I'm able to plant up a lot of different veggies and flowers in here. So these are what the raised beds look like all installed. So I did go ahead and mulch around the area just to keep down the weeds and everything. So Landguard, like I said, these beds are really nice. They're heavy duty. They are metal, so they don't, one thing with adding metal raised beds to your garden space is that you don't have to worry about wood rotting or anything like that. So I do love that because these things are built to last a long time, so you don't have to worry about changing them out, because it was a beast to change out from those wooden beds to these metal ones. It was just a long, tedious project that it took me a couple of weeks to get everything installed. So this is the final look of how everything is installed. I did go ahead and plant up some veggies in the first 2 beds. I have my cucumbers and onions. I did go ahead and plant some bush beans in the back side of these beds. As you can see, they come with these little metal rods and everything in there, so I use it as a divider, so you can plant a lot of veggies and flowers into these beds. They are like huge, and they does take up a lot of soil. So as you can see here, it looks bare because I still have some seeds that haven't sprouted yet. Hopefully they'll sprout within the next few weeks. They also have trellises as well, like I said, so you can use those to support or plants. So that back bed, I planted up some corn, and then I planted up some sunflowers. I just did those a few days ago, so it's not going to be up just yet. Bed here still empty. Now, like I said, when you're filling up these raised beds, you want to try to use as much debris, logs, wood chips, branches, old leaves, compost, good soil, whatever you can find to fill up these beds. It does take a lot of money to fill these beds up with all soil. So what I did was I tried to use grass clippings, tree branches, old leaves, as much as I can to fill it up. And I actually ran out towards the end, so I just put in some cheap topsoil in this last bed here. So as you can see here, it still has a long way to go before it's full, but I'm not worrying about this right now. I'm just going to take my time to add to it because I'm probably going to use this bed for cut flowers. I really want to add some flowers to one of my raised bed. I didn't want all of them to be just vegetables, so I really want to have one for flowers. So as you can see here, it has a support in the middle, which kind of keeps the bed straight, so you don't have to worry about it bowing in. But like I said, it's a good divider to me to kind of separate the 2 sides of the bed where you can use it to plant things in. So this one, hopefully I'll have that other one filled up within a few weeks, but I'm just taking my time because like I said, I'm going to add in, I have some compost that I created that is not quite done yet that I want to add to that raised bed as well. So I'm just going to keep adding to it until it's actually full to like 3/4 of the way, because like I said, it takes a lot of soil to add to this bed. But yeah, so I'll leave these raised metal beds down in the description box below. Thank you again to Landguard for sponsoring today's video. So okay, you guys, so let's go ahead and continue on with cleaning off this patio. Well, we already cleaned the patio now, so we are at the decorating stage, which is the most fun part of this video. So I did want to pick up a new area rug or outdoor rug. I found this one on Amazon, and I really loved it because I usually keep with the same theme that I have going on in my house and then I have going on in my outside. So you don't see me decorating with a lot of color out in the garden area on my patio. I try to add that in with the plants. So this rug is an 8x10. I picked it up from Amazon. It did come in, I think, 2 or 3 different colors. So this one is like an ivory and black, which I think it really fits into my space perfectly. Table that I'm adding here, I had for many years. I got this from World Market. It has a marble top and then it has a metal base. I absolutely love this table. I have 2, but I took one of them off so it won't be so crowded. So as if I don't have enough plants already on this patio, I'm going to add in this little small plant. I had this plant for a couple of years. This is just some ivy and it keeps coming back every year. So I've changed the pot and everything, and this just let it do its thing. So I'm just going to add it here to this side table. Y'all, my hydrangea has been holding up so well, and you know, I think because it's been under this shade, so if it was probably out in this heat, this thing would be drooping by now, but it's been doing so well over here on the patio. I think it was a tag inside this hydrangea for the variety of it. I'll pop it up here on the screen so you guys can see what variety it has on it, but I'm just wiping off some of that dirt and everything, and just trying to clean off the base of it. But I'm also going to end up putting this hydrangea in a decorative basket just to kind of soften the look of it. I did go ahead and deep clean all of my cushions a few weeks ago. Actually, I actually took all the cushions off and put them in the wash machine. So I've been having them stored inside my house because it was raining real bad for the last few weeks, so I didn't want them to get back dirty again. So I had them in the house. I'm now just bringing them. You'll see me bring several of these cushions back out here on this patio because that's where I had them stored at. And then so most of the pillows that I'm going to be using for the outdoor sofa this year is some of the ones I'm mixing in with old with the new. I have several of them that I had many years ago, and then I actually have a few new ones that I'm going to be adding to the space as well. And all of my outdoor cushions or all of my outdoor throw pillows came from the At Home store. For my ottoman side table here, or ottoman coffee table, I'm just going to keep it real simple. I'm going to add in this white metal tray that I got from the At Home store. I found these really cute lanterns from the At Home store as well. These are solar powered lanterns, because usually when I put the ones out there with the candles and everything, they tend to always melt in the hot Houston heat. So I thought these would be perfect for my patio. So all they need to do is just be solar powered by the sun, so you don't have to worry about lighting them or anything. So I also have this candle. This is for a centrella candle. The centrella plant and the centrella candle actually helps repel mosquitoes, so I always try to put one of those candles on my patio as well as the plant, just to keep the mosquitoes at bay. Now I have this old wicker hamper that I'm going to use. I'm going to use it to add in my hydrangea because I just thought it looked real cute. So that's what I'm going to do, use that basket for. I did try to go ahead and light this candle, y'all, but the wind just kept blowing it out. This hydrangea looks really cute in this basket. Now the hydrangea is not necessarily potted up in that white container either, so it's still in this nursery pot inside there. So when I water, it's not going to leak all over the floor or anything, because it actually is in another container, if that makes sense. So I'm going to move my centrella plant closest to where we'll be sitting because, like I said, I'm going to keep those mosquitoes off of my patio. I did have it behind the sofa, but I decided to move it over here a little bit closer. Plus, the smell of this plant smells so amazing, you guys. So this is an overview of my patio space. I absolutely love how everything has turned out. It's really nice and cozy. So yeah, this is how everything has turned out. Just decided to go ahead and give you guys a close up so you can see how everything is looking like. Now these pillows right here, these ivory ones are new. Like I said, those came from the At Home store. I believe those was like $9.99. When I did buy them, the At Home store had all of their outdoor pillows. I think you buy one, get one 50% off. They may still even have the sale going on to this day. The other striped pillows I got from the At Home store a couple of years ago, and they have held up over time really well. And the tray came from the At Home store, as well as those lanterns and then that candle. I don't know if I shared my 3 flower pots here that I have with you guys, but I just have some Jupiter Blue Point topiary balls that are underplanted with some coleus, some supertunias, Mexican marigolds, and some ivy in all 3 of the containers. And then I have a Rose of Sharon in that back container. So the flower pots came from the At Home store. I had those for about maybe 3 or 4 years, and they are the ones that are lightweight. They're like that. They're almost like a plastic material, but they're not plastic, like recyclable, so they're really easy to move when they're empty. Yeah, and this is my Rose of Sharon. It's absolutely pretty. She has really beautiful, kind of dainty white blooms on it, and she has been doing really well. I actually got this plant from, I think, fastgrowingtrees.com, so she's doing really well. You guys have asked me before, does this patio really shade and does it really hold up the rain? I mean, keep your patio dry? And the answer is yes to all those questions. This pergola does keep your patio dry, at least the parts that's covered, because I do have a section where it's kind of exposed in the back of that sofa that kind of gets wet. But for the most part, it keeps my patio pretty much 90% dry, and then it also shades it at 90%. So it's pretty shaded on here. So I'm going to show you what it looks like. So even with these little netting covered on here, it keeps those bugs and everything. You can actually zip and unzip it to open it. And then once you close the little lavalier panels on it, it's in complete shade. So it actually kind of helps you. It does a really good job of keeping that sun off of you. So I'll show you guys a clip of what it looks like when it's fully covered. So that way you can kind of get an idea of what I'm talking about. So I did pick up some new outdoor pathway lights. I absolutely love these. These came from Amazon and they are large, so they are tall. And then I love it because they look very modern and sleek. So I was looking for something a little bit more modern, something that fits my vibe of my space. So it came with 8 in a pack, I think for like $36. I also picked up these solar wall lights as well. I thought I was going to add these to my raised beds, but you have to drill them in. So I'm going to have to see if I can get my husband to figure it out. Link down in the description box below. But they each came in a pack of 8 for, I believe, $36. Very inexpensive. Place these 8 along my garden here. I hope you guys enjoying this video. If you are, please give my video a big thumbs up. It really helps out my channel a lot. If you're new here, or if this is your first time seeing me, welcome. My name is Trina. I share all things home and garden. So I would love to have you stay and subscribe and become part of our decorating family and our gardening family. And to all of my beautiful subscribers, hey y'all, welcome back to the channel. Thank y'all for stopping by and watching another video. So this is how the pathway lights look. So I'll try to give you guys a nighttime view too, so you can see how bright these lights are. But I think they look really super cute. I had one lantern or pathway light left, so I decided to add it underneath my forester pansy tree. And then my little calla lilies, y'all, did not survive, so I ended up having to take those out, and I replaced it with these zinnias. This is called crystal white, so those will get big and fill out that space. I don't know what happened. I don't know if it was just too hot or if it just didn't get enough. Maybe it wasn't enough shade, because I think some of you guys suggested that it needed to have a little bit more shade down here. Maybe that's what it was, but it definitely burned. So I have this thallus here. This is the plant. Somebody had asked me what was the name of this plant, but it's called a thallus, and it blooms these beautiful yellow flowers on here, y'all, from now all the way up into December. So it's definitely a plant to invest in if you are in the zone 9B, because it's just a prolific bloomer. Guys, so that is it for today's video. Thank you all so much for watching, and I'll see you all in my next one. Bye.